Hi. So I've been reading my self-help books and doing everything that I need to do and want to do in order to completely and utterly change my life. And for the first week of videos, I spoke a lot about me and how I feel and what's going on with me, which was necessary to get me. I think I just stood on a snail. I'm just going to keep walking. Necessary to get me to where I am today, which is making content for other people. I think I came to the realization that we don't live life just for ourselves. We weren't put here at this specific time, in this specific moment, on accident. I see the way the world is and the change that I want to evoke in the world. The way I don't want to talk negatively about the world, because I also think that that is not successful. So instead of commenting on the world and complaining about the world, let's talk about us and how we can change to work with this world in order to make change in the world. So for a long time, I believed that fighting against the system, in small ways, like the way that corporate companies treat you, as my own little war against being treated like a number. You know, I was like that girl on the X Factor that's like, first off, I'm not a number, so here's your number, like throwing it on the floor. As I get older, I'm like, fucking valid. And like, I get what she was doing. She was showing us a range of her vocal range, blah, blah, blah. She was actually so valid in the way she did it, but she was so angry at the world that it just came off as weird and horrible. Not in a way, and also I think it's the way that the editors made it, and it's good TV and whatever. She's probably waiting for a long time and being treated like absolute crap, which is what people can do. But we're not going to be in the realm of people that get treated like crap, and if we are, it's not a Maya video if we don't have an aeroplane flying over. We're not going to be in the realm of being treated like crap anymore, because we're not going to be magnetic to crap. We are going to be changing our minds and our inner self so that we can grow and become who we want to be. So the reason why you were put on this earth at this time, everyone has a reason, okay? It's not chance. Your life and everything that led up to it, up till now, is not chance. It's not happenstance. It's not, oh, it was really, I hate my life and I hate being here, and why did you have me? Which is literally what I, have been saying for a while. We were put on this earth for a reason. And not only that, we were put on this earth, we were put in this time period, we were put with our parents, we were put with the circumstances that we couldn't change or didn't have the ability to change. We were put with all the circumstances, all the bricks and blocks and whatever that have led you, all the paths that you've taken to lead you to a place where you are watching this video, where you want to change, where you're like me, and you feel like you are stagnant. You feel like you are not where you could be, should be, want to be. And that's all we need to change our thoughts, to change our world, to change our reality. The basic principle of manifestation, the basic principle of anything is that thoughts create actions and actions equal results. So if we change our thoughts, control our thoughts, manipulate our thoughts, maneuver our thoughts to create actions, to commit to actions that bring us to a life that we want, there's no other option than to get results. Obviously, it's not as easy as, okay, let me change my thoughts. So easy, but it is. It can be so easy. When something happens to you, you've seen so many videos. If you're watching my video, this is very niche. I'm on a very niche part of the internet right now. So if you're watching my video, then you've watched so many of those motivational videos with Jim Carrey and all these stars going, well, all I did was believe in my dream and believe in myself. One night I just wrote something down and the next day I was Brad Pitt. I just said, I'm an actor, I'm an Oscar-nominated actor, and then 2 years later I was. And they, like, when you're watching these videos, you're like, but how? What did you do? How did you do that? They just believed. They had a lot of other circumstances that helped them believe, but they just believed in themselves and denied anything that showed them otherwise. Jim Carrey is someone that I look up to a lot, and I've just been watching a lot of his videos have been coming up a lot, and the more I watch him, the more I just admire that man and just think, oh, but everything you're saying makes me think of me. I find myself in him, and in that case, he did what I want to do. He's done what I want to do. He's made so many movies that have changed the lives of people, real, feeling, beautiful things, and he has a characteristic, a style which no one else can replicate. He's Jim Carrey, and no one else can do it, and everyone who does it is doing an imitation of. And that's what I want. That's who I want to be. That's who I am. So how do I get to where I want to be? I have to change my thoughts. I have to ignore my reality when it's not showing me the things, because my reality is only showing me my past mind, my past thoughts, my past ideas, concepts of self. And the more I shift my inner concept of self, the more I speak to myself positively, the more I read these books and learn more about how to change your reality, how other people have changed their reality. Watch videos and videos and videos of people saying it's real, it's true, and it happens. I am indoctrinating my mind with that idea, and then I am trying to do, and I am doing, the actions. I am committing. We have to change. When you notice like some words that you're using that you don't really resonate with, change it. I don't want to be a victim to life anymore. I don't want to play the victim to life anymore. I want to actively commit to changing my reality. And that's what this book, The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, has brought to me so far. The insights that it's brought to me is we have to also commit. I know, like everyone says, so Neville Goddard says persist. And that's exactly what this guy is saying. Commit. It's all the same knowledge. It's all the same kind of ideas. Change your thoughts and you will change your reality. Your thoughts are what is controlling your reality. As much as you want to believe it, as little as you want to believe it, the things that are happening are reflections of your past thoughts. But there's no worries, because you are always living in the now. You can change your thoughts, you can change your self-concept, you can change who you think you are at any time. You need to start believing in yourself. This is for me too. I need to start believing in myself. Not only start believing in myself, but commit to believing in myself. I think that word has really resonated with me. Committing to this process. I've always said that I'm a romantic person, and I want love. I want real love. I want to commit myself wholeheartedly and fully to a person. But if I won't even commit to myself, and committing isn't easy, I think, because I haven't been in a relationship yet. I've been in relationships and dated people, but I wouldn't count them. And because I haven't been in a relationship yet, I have the idea of commitment, and I romanticize it and make it seem like it's easy. But relationships aren't easy, and commitment is not easy. Jesus in the Bible said, I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. That's something that they told me in primary school that is always stuck in my mind. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. And even reading Neville Goddard, for the longest time, I had such a weird searching for God in my life, and feeling that connection that I've seen my friends and others really feel with religion. And I loved it. I wanted it. And so I continued to want it. But reading this and just reading a different perspective on the Bible has changed a lot of my thoughts and views of the Bible to something a bit more, if you actually interpret it, and I don't mean this in a horrible way, but we all interpret it the way we want to, but for me, interpreting the Bible in the same way that Neville Goddard interpreted it, in a more metaphysical way, it's really helped me understand the teachings. It's really helped me understand the words. If you have faith the size of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I have the faith. I believe that everything is always working out for me at any given point. I am going to commit. I'm going to persist in this, and I want you to do that too. So your homework for today, if you haven't already done your scripting journal and are reading it every night, which I am still doing, I'm reading it every night for a month, and then I'm going to put it away. But if you aren't doing that twice a day, morning and night, and in the morning, guys, when I read this thing, it's like, it's not a chore because I want to do it, but I'm also like, I do it right when I wake up because I want it to be in that drowsy state. And sometimes I'm like, am I doing this right? Should I take some time and read it properly? But do you know what? We're committing, we're persisting. Every day we do it a little bit differently to find a way that really works and resonates with you. But every night I read my scripting journal entry, and I try every night to do some sats, some state akin to sleep, where I get into as deep of a meditative state as I can, and I try and visualize the things that I want in my life. Every day throughout the day, I'm trying to clock thought patterns and clock thought loops that aren't serving me anymore, and go to the ones that I want. Think about the things that I want to think. Today, when I got fired from my job, I spiraled for a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I cried. I was like, why are you doing this? What's going on? I played a bit of the victim where I was like, but I didn't even do anything wrong. I was just being insubordinate. For a valid reason. But, I then accepted what had happened and literally did this. And that was me changing gears. There's no problem when the car slows down. All you got to do is change your gear and push it forward again. Push the gas and push it forward. And then you go faster. So what's happened to me is a little bird has pooped on my window, and I changed the gear and I'm wiping the poo off with the wipers. And that's what you've got to, whatever it takes for you to kind of talk to yourself and to be okay with what's going on in your life, and to accept the things that are coming, and always accept these things, good or bad, in your opinion right now, because in 5 years' time, you can look back and be like, that was the best thing that ever happened to me, because that really kicked me up the bum and just made me 10 times better than who I am if it never have happened. And not only that, but it's built resilience, and it built a core thing in my mind that changed, the way I approach things. It forced me to continue reading the book and read it with a bit more, come on, speed. I was like, I gotta read this book because I haven't got much. Yet now, right now, of this moment, whatever. I'm not acting like I'm scared to say things either. It's not that. I'm just kind of being a bit performative. Sorry, it's just a little chat, isn't it? We love a little chat. We love a little chat about manifestation while we're walking. That even to imagine where I'm going to be in 4 months from now, I'm very intrigued. This year has been crazy, but from April till April, May, June, July, the last 4 months have been a whirlwind of transformation and a whirlwind of, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna get me down, which I think I needed, because it was a sign for me to focus inward. So I'm really excited and looking forward to working with you guys every day to together to get to where we want to be. Leave a comment if telling me what your goals are, and let's work through it together. If you have any questions, if you have anything you want to talk about, talk to me, darling, because I'm here. And we're doing this together, bitches.